Street Fighter 6 really surprised me, and it will probably surprise you too. Sure, Guile still got some of the swaggiest combos in the game, and Chun-Li is just as thick as she has ever been, but the gameplay is genuinely surprising as well. By far, the biggest surprise to me with Street Fighter 6 was the close range combat, the pressure game, because Street Fighter 6 is balanced around negative frames. As a matter of fact, if you're checking this out, Luke only have one plus on block normal, and that is his crouching medium punch. This means the opponent can interrupt usually after just blocking one attack. Once I found out how negative most of the normals are, I was just much more willing to simply interrupt my opponent during their pressure sequences. Now you can counteract this by using rapid lights or like chaining your light attacks, because that will frame trap the opponent if they try to interrupt. Another layer to the pressure game that is very interesting are parries. Now because most of your normals are negative, if you are not safe, parries are frame 1, so you can always check the opponent with a parry if you know they are gonna try to take back their turn. Obviously the perfect parry does have a little bit of scaling, but usually you can actually get a punish here, which makes it a very scary setting. Obviously the star of the show, what they really want you to use is the Drive Rush, because Drive Rush will give your next attack plus 4 properties either on block or on hit, which will pretty much be the enabler to your offense. But because Drive Rush is such a powerful tool and pretty much what you need to do to sustain pressure even on wake up against the opponent is likely to wake up with a parry, or they can even wake up with a drive impact of their own, because both of them are one frame startup and you're much more likely to rush in with a button. So there is a lot of dynamic and a lot of mix-ups to really how the pressure sequences go in Street Fighter 6. One thing I noticed is that a lot of players are unable to hit confirm crouching low attacks. So moves like Ken's crouching medium kick, Ryu's crouching medium kicks, they seem very hard to hit confirm. So what they do now is that they will crouching medium kick and then Drive Rush. If you happen to get the hit, you will land a lot of damage. If the opponent happen to block, well, you still got the plus frames and you will get to pressure the opponent. But Drive Rush is just really fun, and you can use it even in combos during juggles. You don't have to cancel it, but you can use it in combos and you will get extended juggles that looks amazing. Alright, so let's now talk about Drive Impact, because this is what everyone is talking about. Drive Impact have overtaken this game. I'm pretty sure like I've seen a couple of streamers being salty about it, a lot of tweets on how Drive Impacts should be nerfed. I'm pretty sure Visbar would have already done, or maybe it's out already. Like, is Drive Impact a problem? Like, I'm 99% sure it's gonna happen. Yeah, Drive Impact is very present in Street Fighter 6.
I really don't like that mechanic. I reacted there. I don't know what happened. I hit the buttons.
So Drive Impact is a very powerful point of contention right now. A lot of people are debating whether it is too good, and I am in the camp that as it stands right now, I do think it's too disruptive to the base of Street Fighter 6. You see, the game right now is at a point where it's mostly about fishing with a book into Drive Rush and hit confirming that. Drive Impact is there so that you can absorb the hit and punish them for trying it, but it's also very powerful just as a raw offensive option, because it will absorb 2 hits and it come out fairly quickly. 26 frames is a lot, but it's not so easy to react to, especially since it is somewhat similar in animation to Drive Rush, and this means that you will actually fall for that. First it was Evo Moment 37, and now this. I don't know why Ken is so mean to Chun, but you're gonna make her angry, Ken. And you don't want an angry Chun-Li, trust me on that one. But yeah, even Go Wishi, the guy with the best reactions I've ever seen, probably for a fighting game player, will get hit by a raw drive impact. At least he will get hit by that on block, right? Which is kind of the point. And there is a lot of talk about maybe making it more expensive, maybe do other things, maybe reduce the armor properties. I'm not really sure, but what I do want to see is have armor breaking attacks. I think that is probably the best way to balance them out, and I'm sure once we get an open beta and a lot more players get their hands on it, we can have a better assessment of how strong the drive impact really is. I've seen a lot of talk about drive impact being compared to the reversal edge from Soul Calibur 6. If you have played that, it was pretty much an armored move that was an unblockable if fully charged. You kinda had to sidestep it, and I've seen also comparisons to the meter burn back threes from Injustice and how a lot of people really dislike them, so there is a lot of discourse right now about drive impact. I wouldn't want to see it nerfed right now, I just want to see how the community at large would react to it. Hopefully if we get an open beta and you guys get your hands on it, because your feedback is valuable, and I do think at the very least we need armor breaking attacks so that there is an option to deal with them as they stand right now. And unfortunately the drive reversal, I didn't actually get to wrap my head around them and use them that much. There is a lot to talk about when it comes to Street Fighter 6, especially the gameplay, but what I can say is that the game is a lot of fun. For an initial impression, the initial impression is very positive. I think there is some things that I would like to see adjusted, but overall I think it's a solid package. The game also is very good when it comes to everything else, honestly. The netcode is amazing, production values is very high. There is a lot of technical issues that I personally encountered. I feel like I got the most of them in the universe, and I will talk about them later, but for now, if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It really does help the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts, especially about drive impacts, because I will be looking forward to it. Thank you so much and stay safe.